phone option.
Do you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Right now,
Yes.
are you able to watch my screen?
Yeah, I have seen a screen having a photo inside that. Yep, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. This person is a Ruby creator. His name is Ikenoro Matsumoto. He's a Japanese person. This person created Ruby in 1993 and he released it officially in 1995. He written in Japanese language, not in English. His name is Marge. Nickname is Marge. Right? Ruby is an object-oriented language. PHP, Ruby, .NET, JSP, Python, every scripting language is an object-oriented. Ruby also object-oriented language, dynamic language, interpreter language with meta-programming language. This is main concept in Ruby on Rails. Object-oriented means PHP. So object-oriented means hooks construct. We have to use hooks for security purpose. This is dynamic means generating new objects from the runtime and converting into HTML. I will explain one by one with clearly with example. I will develop simple tasks. PHP, .NET, Ruby, everything, every language is an interpreter scripting language. Interpreter means executes line by line that has runtime execution not compiled, right? C++ is a compiler language. PHP, .NET, Ruby, Python, these are all interpreter scripting languages. And the main Ruby depends on metaprogramming. Metaprogramming means programming, which means write code. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Metaprogramming means we have to write code using methods. In Ruby on Rails, there are dynamic methods are available for every concept. And we have to follow syntax. That is nothing but a metaprogram. We have to write less lines, maximum 10 lines for one task. In PHP, .NET, we have to write number of lines, 60 lines, 100 lines, 150 lines. In Ruby on Rails, we don't write lots of code. Just minimum one line code, maximum 10 lines code for one task.
Yep.
Yeah. Ruby is a server-side scripting language. PHP, .NET, everything is a server-side. Server-side means we can execute PHP on browser. But without Rails, we cannot execute Ruby code on browser. We have to two different servers for execution Ruby code on browser. Two different servers means web server and dynamic server. Here web server is a Apache, dynamic server is a Nginx. Both are different. We have to use two different servers for execution Ruby code on browser. With Rails, without Rails, we cannot do anything with Ruby. Without Gen framework or any framework, we can execute PHP code on browser. But with only Ruby, you cannot do anything. Ruby is open source. We can download from official websites. And we can work on Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems. We can work on any operating systems. Ruby is a very popular and powerful language. According to its author, Ikenoro Matsumoto, who created Ruby, Ruby was influenced. Ruby was created by Perl, Smalltalk, Eiffel, Ada, and etc. There are different languages. Perl, Smalltalk, Eiffel, Ada. Ruby was created by these all languages.
Okay.
Ruby file extension .rb. We have to save with RB. PHP file extension PHP. Ruby is a extension .rb, contact.rb or home.rb. Ruby code is easily readable. After learning, you can understand very easily. You can write. And this is a simple English. We have to write in simple language, simple English language. Right? Ruby doesn't have any special syntaxes. Ruby is a friendly language. Ruby concept has a syntax. Ruby has so many concepts. I show you. These are all Ruby concepts. Ruby concept has a different syntaxes. Only Ruby doesn't have any syntax. And Rails has a Rails has a two different syntaxes for a rendering pages. The both are two different, first one and second one. Using first syntax, we can execute Ruby code. Using second syntax, we can get output from first syntax. I will explain one by one. This is combination Ruby 2.x latest version, Rails 4.x versions. This is current compatibility versions. These previous versions 1.9.3 Ruby, Rails 3.2.9. These are old version 1.8, 2.x. Nowadays, some companies using 1.9.3, 3.2.9 are latest version, current versions only. You have to use this combination, this version combination. Ruby language has so many advantages. Main advantages, 5 advantages. Elegant language. Elegant means best language. Because you know C, C++, PHP. Now you are learning Ruby and Rails. So after learning, you give first preference to this Ruby and Rails line. Because without any hard code, without any functions, we can develop task easily without writing any hard coding. Just I show you how to develop simple task here. Here, some terminal. This is the Linux. This is the Windows, right? I'm developing. Already I installed Ruby on Rails with MySQL server. Here I'm developing simple task with some main features. There are 3 main features in Ruby on Rails. First I explain these features. There are main features. First one, commands. Commands. There are 3 different types of commands. Rails, wake, jump. Different commands. If you write any Rails command, that Rails commands will generate some files, folders with code. If you use any rake commands will create a database works. It will create database, it will create tables, it will add column, it will remove column. That Rails rake commands will do database works. Gem commands will install gems. Here gems means, second point, gems. Gems means nothing but the plugins. Plugins. These gem commands install gems plugins. And third point, main point. So many experienced people, Ruby on Rails, experienced people don't know this feature. This is actually main feature in Ruby on Rails, meta programming. Meta programming is nothing but a programming. We have to write code. Using methods, dynamic methods. This main third point is main point. Meta programming means programming. We have to write code using dynamic methods and we have to follow syntax. And we have to write less lines of code, equal to less lines of code. Code. Okay. Using this commands, now I write some different commands, Rails commands, rake commands, and I write some meta programming, and I will develop simple task without any hard coding, right? Yeah. Now I write simple Rails commands.
Just a little thing. I'm using Windows environment. I have no Unix or something like this environment.
Yeah, no problem. I will tell you how to install Ubuntu, how to use Ubuntu. That is it. It will take just 1 or 2 hours time. It will be very easy. I will show you with all examples how to install, how to use, how to develop. Right? Don't worry about this all.
But Windows system, is it okay with the Windows, or I have to go to Ubuntu?
Yeah, you have to go to Ubuntu because Ruby on Rails compatibility, 100% compatibility with Ubuntu. Ubuntu means nothing but a Linux. You can work on Windows, but it will show you so many errors.
Oh.
If you want, if you want to solve each one, it will take 2 days time.
Okay,
New errors. Yeah.
you have to make me Ubuntu, install Ubuntu.
Yes. Ubuntu is very compatibility for Ruby and Rails. Yeah. Here I write simple commands, Rails commands. Rails new. Here Aziz. Here Aziz is a project name. Just actually we don't give any our names, but here Aziz is a project name. And the database I want to use because MySQL for web development, right? 100% compatibility for web development. If I enter, this command generate one project, which is a Rails project with files and folders with code. See here, this second one. Second folder is Aziz, right? It will take just 1.5 minutes and it will generate so many files and folders in Aziz. This is Aziz folder, right? Which is I created now, I generated now. Aziz here. This Aziz folder consists of app folder, bin, config, db, lib. This total files and folders, nothing but a Rails framework. Rails framework. And it will take just 2 minutes time. Okay. And I open this folder with one editor. This is Sublime Text editor for navigation, easy to navigate. As is, I open this total project with the editor. Okay, right, now we can check. Okay, now it generated so many files and folders. I show you here, this so many files and folders. If you want to generate or writing manual, this manual coding, it will take minimum 1 week or 10 days time for experienced people also. Just it generated 2 minutes. It has taken just 2 minutes. Now I config one password for database. Now I am not explaining any folders. Just I am developing simple task with just right. Just I set config password and here from terminal, just from terminal, and I use editor and I use another one browser. 3 main parts I am using here: terminal, one Sublime Text is a editor, browser. From terminal I am developing. Here I enter into my project. Project name is Aziz.
It's a command line or it's command line, right? So
yeah, this is a command line, means in Windows command line, command prompt. This is a terminal in Linux or Mac operating system.
So from the left side you have some Sublime text. This is one S and one browser. And where is the that means the command line? That means what do you mean? 3 items, right? This is a browser. I found the browser.
Yeah, browser.
And
browser we can Second one is editor. Editor for easy navigation, and we can navigate our project files and folders easily.
And third
this
one
is terminal means
terminal. Okay.
Third one terminal.
Okay,
terminal is nothing but a command prompt.
Yes, okay.
And now I write a different command here. Rake db create. Create. If I enter, it will create a database according to this database.yml file. Already I have set configuration here. Configuration. If you want to create a database in database server, you have to write this SQL statement. Create a database name, right? Here we don't write that type of statements. Just rake commands. Rake db hyphen create. This command create database in my database server. Just it will take half minute time. We cannot set any configuration. Rails will manage 90% everything. Okay. And here I write another command, Rails commands. Rails scaffold. Rails generates scaffold, contact, name, email, cell number, address.
Your audio is a little bit low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, now it's okay. Rails generates scaffold contact. Now I want to create contact table in database, and I want to create a form from front end. I'm doing both two works similarly here using commands. If I enter, this is the different Rails command which will generate some files and folders in our project, IGS project. Right? See, it generated with code also. See, in app folder, just check this one, check app folder, controller, contacts. This code, it generated code. We need not to write any hard code here. It generated total A to Z. Right? In PHP or any other .NET or JSP, we have to write so much code. Here, rake db. Before I create, I have written different command, rake db create. Now rake db migrate. This command create tables in database, my database. Now I write run Rails server here, Rails server. Here one application server, Rails, sorry, spelling is wrong, Rails server. Rails server, right? This is one command which will run Rails web server. Here this fabric is a Rails server actually. Okay. Now I run my local host on browser, localhost 3000 is a port number. Now I created contact form without writing any HTML, CSS. See, this is the title is Aziz, right? Aziz is my project. Create contact. This total form. I did not write any HTML code here. You can check source view also. Page view, page source. That command generated this total HTML also. I did not write anything here. Now I enter some values here. Here Aziz and email aziz@gmail.com. Some cell number I enter some sample cell number. Here Canada. If I click this button, that all values store in database. Right? Contact was successfully created. You can edit also. You can edit anything here. .code.in. Some I remove last 26 and I add 9 Canada, comma USA. Add and update. I create update.
Okay.
Okay. It was successfully updated also. And go back and.
One question. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Localhost 3000 is a port number. It goes to default port number, so that would be. So oblique the slash contacts and new. How you know the contacts and new is the method or is action?
Yeah, no, that is a not method. That is a user-friendly URL. We can check on browser because yeah. See, I open another tab. I am running my web server on one tab. We can work with another tab. Now there is a one command, rake routes. Rake routes. It will show you how many URLs available in your project. Now see, I created one contact form. The contact form has a 7 user-friendly errors. User-friendly errors means this is the contacts new means form will open. See, if I create this link, here contacts new. This contact new means this is user-friendly error. It will goes to contacts controller and it will open new. This new is a action actually, right? Here contacts means this is your user-friendly error. Contacts actually these are all user-friendly errors which I write here on address bar.
Okay, and these actions will be created automatically, or how it is created? Because these are the URLs. When we create the controller, so the controller this comes automatically, or
yeah, that Rails command generated all controllers models views with code. That's why I'm writing only I'm using only commands on here.
okay. Can you do one favor for me? Can you go back a little bit back so I can track back from the 3 rake command, rake and rail and this one, yeah. Because you know from the command you say first you say that it's a create.
First I off this rail server. Just I press upper key. Then we can check here commands. First command this one, right? Rails new Aziz database MySQL.
Right.
DMySQL. Next command, this command generated total files and folders, which is Rails framework, right?
Right. Right.
After I enter into my project CD. This is DOS commands, right? CD some project folder name. So I enter into my folder from terminal, which means command prompt, right? After I write different command, rake db create. It will create database in my database server.
Okay, this is one confusion. So it not given a name of the database?
Yeah, name database means here, see, in my project, this is Ajay's project in config folder, open config folder. There is a database.yml file is there. Extension is database.yml. Okay. Here, see, development, Ajay's development is a database for development. Here, this is development, and the second one is Ajay's test, and there is another database, Ajay's production. Because I'm developing my project in my development area, in my system, that is nothing but a development area, right? Test database. So we can see, I open here, I write a different command, Rails DB. DB means we can connect with the database server from terminal. No need to open any other database. I enter password. I connect with the MySQL server here. Now show databases. You know all this show database. Show database. These are all my databases in my server. Now check here Ajay's development and Ajay's test, 2 databases. These are all database, right? Database, there is database list. The 2 are development and test. So production means live. Yeah, third one production, live. If you deploy all files into live server, then that third one automatically install in live server, in hosting server.
Okay.
Third one is only here, this test one. And third one is a production, right? Production is live. Now I'm using Ajay's development database. Testers will use Ajay's test database. Yeah, and after I have written different commands here. Rails generate scaffold contact. Contact is this scaffold command will generate so many files and folders. It will generate controllers, models, views, and helpers. So many.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
After
you name contact name email. These are the fields. But
yeah, these
what is
are
the type of the field? Any type and text area or what is
address. I mentioned text means text area. It will take this text area. See, text area means I run Rails server again. Here, Rails server.
No. My question is that why no 3 columns and you say type text? So all these columns have text type, right?
Yeah, because it will, if you define any other data types, it will take by varchar. It will take varchar in database. In front end, it will take text only. Text means text field.
Yeah. But for every column, you have to say this, or you have to say all the columns then write text that will take the text all the columns, or for every column you have to configure what is the type of the text, type of the field. There's my confusion.
Yeah. No. In 3 fields, I did not mention any text, right? So it will, by default, it will take string. String means here in database varchar.
Okay.
From front end, it will take text box.
Okay.
I mentioned only text, right?
And yeah, only text in one column.
One column.
Yeah.
That is, it will take this one. Text means I open this project. Text area. This is text area, right? Address.
Text area. Otherwise all these things will address will text area, but you wrote and all those name, email, and cell number. By default, it's the text area, text or text area. Text. This is the text, right?
Yes.
And address is a text area.
Yes, address is a text area.
But when you write the command, you in address you write text only. Can you check that?
Yeah. I write only text. Or text means it will take text area. I did not write anything to name, email, cell number. So it will take only string. String means nothing but here text field, right? These 3 are text fields.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. By default, it will take only text fields. If you mention text means it will take text area.
Okay.
Yeah, there are different data types are there. I will explain everything clearly with practical. This is simple demonstration. That's why I'm writing commands. I'm developing simple project, right? Okay. And here, see, we can edit to show, or we can without enter any fields. I click this button. One empty record will store in my database. Second record. This is second record, right? I want to delete this empty record. Destroy means delete. This is Java pop-up, right? I did not write any JavaScript also here. If I click OK means it will delete it from database. Now validations. You have some idea about validations. PHP you have to write validations means you have to use JavaScript.
Yeah.
In 12 lines we have to write JavaScript, but I don't use any JavaScript here. I want to use third main feature here, meta programming. I'm using meta programming. In my project I open model contact.rb file. I write only 1 line with 1 minute.
It's in model, right?
Yeah, model. Model is nothing but a table, right?
Yeah, it's a table.
Yeah.
Sir, any question? So what's your name, sir? I forgot the name.
Yeah. I'm Srinivas.
Srinivas, I want to make a question here, technical question. We are using the MVC, right? Model View Controller.
Yes.
But thing is this, my question is that you have started straight on the languages, how to write and everything. But before that, Are you going to somewhere explain this, all this MVC, what it does, what they do, and everything? Because you straight on the, you were creating a project all the at the first time.
Yeah, yeah. I can understand. I can understand your question. Here I am explain. I just to explain demo only.
Okay.
With in regular classes, I explain with with images. See, MVC structure. I will explain very clearly.
Yeah,
Here,
there's a point because you've started the language part.
no, that are main concepts. I will explain. See, I show you. I show you.
Thank you very much.
I show you
Thank you very much.
here because if I explain theoretically means you can learn from internet. This is the online means I explain with first with here see with images.
Okay.
These are all images, right? This is request and response. This is MAC first one. This is MAC second one. Second step. I will explain all and I will ask questions also.
Thank you very much.
First I explain.
Treat me as a student.
Yeah.
Treat me as a student. Let me explain a little bit. I am in a job for. I was not in the computer science before. I was basically an engineer before in home country. I came here, a pretty old age came here, and I went to university again because my line was not here. It's not that much good enough. So did some computer science, and I was concentrating on systems. So I'm MCP, MCSA, and CISO. I have all those, but I feel that to be a computer science people, I must do some programming. Otherwise, all the education is no meaning at all. That's why I try to go some languages, and this is my effort. I need something to know about the language and programming. I must implement this in my life. That's my goal.
I can give one guarantee. After this training, you can develop dynamic projects without anybody else. You can develop your own.
Yeah, that's Srinivas. I hope from you. Please, I beg from you that please give me details, and don't get bothered. I might ask a lot of questions because I'm a student and I must get clear of this.
Yeah, you can ask any question. I will clear because I already have real-time experience, 13 years plus experience on web development, and I will explain 90% practically, 10% theoretically. This is my main advantage.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, 90% practical. I will explain every concept with practical and sample first after Ruby. After Ruby, I will start Rails and I will create on sample project. Then I will explain all concept with that sample project.
Okay, sir. Okay.
With practical, not theoretical. Theoretically, no, you cannot understand.
Yeah, I'm trying for last 3 or 4 days. I'm going on theories because I thought I must have grabbed some knowledge to listen to you, to understand your terminology. That's why I went to books as possible.
Yeah, and daily Ruby, just to practice 20 to 30 minutes, you have to practice daily 20 or 30 minutes. But Rails you must practice minimum 2 hours daily.
That I can manage. I can manage it. I will manage
because a student must remember methods, right? Because Ruby depends on here main first point and second point everybody can do. But third point is so many experienced people don't know. Because dynamic methods, you have to remember number of methods. Then you can write code very easily, less code. And follow syntax.
One thing to just inform you for advance, for last day before yesterday, I installed Ruby in my computer, and I was practicing some languages. I go literatures and practice on the editor. I use the Aptana editor. I think it's Aptana editor I'm using. And today morning in Windows system, I have a Windows 2008 server. I installed Ruby on Rails with with some Lime some editor. I installed this for Windows, and it was working well. I tested it is working well. Now my question is that you are using Ubuntu, so you have to make everything for Ubuntu for me.
Yeah, the Ubuntu is very easy. But this is very easy. Don't worry about this Ubuntu. Ubuntu is just, if I explain 2 hours, you can work with Ubuntu.
So do I have to use another computer, or I have to make
No need to use another computer. Just this is the Ubuntu means I'm using here 2 different operating systems. One is Ubuntu and this is Windows, right?
Okay. So means I can make a partition. I can create a Ubuntu, right?
Yeah, Ubuntu. Install Ubuntu on VMware. You know VMware, right? Means multi operating system, so we can use similarly.
So I have to install VMware.
Yeah, first you install VMware workstation. Then in VMware you have to install Ubuntu.
I will do.
Then you can use you can use Windows and this Linux.
Okay. So I have 2008 server in desktop. It's a good server and good operating system and good memory and everything.
2008.
Yeah. So I can install VMware on that one and
because 2008 VMware, it will be very difficult to install on 2008.
Okay.
VMware,
I'm a Windows 7 laptop.
Windows 7 is Windows 7 Ultimate. Windows 7 Ultimate support VMware.
Okay, well, I'll install this one. Windows. I think I have. Is it 64 version or 38 version?
64 or anything? No, that is your wish.
That doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, that is not a matter.
Okay, I have VMware in this computer that I'm using it now. I have VirtualBox also in this computer. I install this.
Okay.
Okay, VMware will be installing it. So, so you give me instruction how to do it, right?
Yes.
You want to? Okay. Okay.
Okay, this is a simple demonstration. I will explain everything in regular classes. Already you can get my this one concepts, Ruby on Rails concepts from that Crescent Ids, right?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this mail.
I will explain.
I will explain.
Okay. Already you got this concepts, right?
Yeah, because no, not the concept, but they send a mail with all these things to me. The same thing I got before in the mail that you are going to teach all those. First Ruby, then go for Rails. After getting.
Okay. I have all. After completion explaining concepts, I will send that soft links to your email ID every day. First, I will explain concept with practical. Then I prepare this all files. You can understand. No need to read all in internet. Hello. 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 Raj garu. Hello. 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 Yeah, I cannot hear. Yeah. Hello. 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 Yeah, Aziz. I cannot hear you. Yeah, okay, Aziz. If you are interested, you can send one mail to that consultant. We will arrange one time for regular classes. Okay? But I cannot hear your voice now. Please send one mail to that consultant. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello? Hello? Hello?